Welcome back to BRAL. Today's game is the TMTRP Blue Tanks versus the Brick Rigs Defense Force Bugle. The home game is at the Tactic Arena, and the Blue Tanks are hosting them. I'm here with my co-announcer, our Xbox, who is also the general manager of our Discord server.
Hello, hello, hello.
Today is going to be a special game. This is the first game of the BRAL, and I'm really excited to see what these teams can bring. And here come the Bugle now, as they are going to be coming out of their tunnel. Their co-captain right now is Killing You Madly, who is subbing in for MRM as he could not make it, and alongside him is Torchwood. They are the only ones here right now, so it's probably going to be a tough game for them. Killing Madly is subbing for MRM, like I just said earlier. And this will be a tough game, and we'll now introduce the Blue Tanks. And here's your home team, the TMTRP Blue Tanks, coming out of their tunnel right now. I'm very excited to see what they can do. The last game they played was against the Recon Falcons, and they had come back from a 3-0 loss.
Alrighty, coming out of the tunnel now, we have our captain, Nova.
There he is.
And coming out of the tunnel now, we have Springtrap. And also coming out of the tunnel, we have Extreme Nacho. He's very delicious today. I hope he gets some good kills today. And then coming out of the tunnel again, we got Chicken, XX Chicken. Alright, so that sums up for the Blue Tanks. I hope they have a good session today.
Alright, we're now starting match 1. The official match 1. I'm excited to see these teams fight. These are two of the best teams in the league. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And they're off. Blue Tanks are going to take height. As I see some Bugle popping out.
Nova jumps down. Possibly a risky maneuver there. Springtrap is caught in between a Bugle member and goes down. Nova kills Killing. Slightly ironic. Nova looks like he's going to take the win here.
Nice. Blue Tanks tank round 1. Score is now 1-0. Alright, we are starting round 2. Very nice kill by Nova with the pistol. Great way to start off their official season. Hopefully it can last. Come the Bugle on the blank side of the arena. Looks like Nova and Madly are going to meet up on the blank side. And
we have Nova taking out.
Whoa, hell, whoa, whoa, whoa. Nachos on the field. That is a penalty.
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 We have respawn on field. That is a 10-second penalty. Alrighty.
No point. Foul was on Extreme Nacho. He teleported on the field. Very not allowed. And Spring
we have
penalty,
Spring takes the penalty again. False start. That is a 20-second penalty. Alright, it's looking like Nova is going to communicate to Springtrap real quick on what he wants them to do. We have, I believe, Chicken subbing in for Springtrap. Of course, the BRDF is continuing their 2 players. As per... That's the only people they have online. Alright, round 2 starting.
And they're off. Bugle are probably going to rush in, is my guess.
We counting?
I'm counting. Nova gets killed by You Madly. It's just up to Chicken.
Ooh, Chicken gets torched and...
He's quickly taken out by You Madly. Bugle get a point. Alright, we are now transitioning into round 3. The score is 1-1. Bugle with a very nice play. No penalties on the field currently. Here we go.
Alright, we see Blue Tanks coming up with the advantage. Chicken throwing a grenade over to the BRDF Bugle side. We have Killing and Torch pushing left. Nova gets caught off by surprise. We have Chicken, or not Chicken. Chicken is currently down.
Taken out by Torchwood.
That is a point
That is an ace. Torchwood's first ace of the game. You know,
we have Nova pushing right onto the field. We have Springtrap gaining the height advantage. Looks like Killing is going to... Killing and Torch are going to get into an interaction with Springtrap. Springtrap goes down. Nova is currently on the left side of the field, getting in an interaction with Torch. It looks like Killing is going to take Nova on...
And the Bugle win another game.
A Bugle win.
Alright, we're going into round 5. Bugle have taken a surprising lead, 3-1. Hopefully Nova and his squad can do something about this, because I would be pretty pissed off if I were losing to a 2-man team right now. As the Bugle go on the crowd side, and the Blue Tanks are kind of going to split up a little.
We see Springtrap going to go in for the small little encounter with the BRDF Bugles. It looks like they traded. Killing is going to go ahead and have an encounter with Nova, but Nova will take the win. That is a win for the Blue Tanks.
Seems like media is Nova has some pressure on him. Spring gets taken out by Killing Madly. Great kill. Now it's all up to Nova. And it's a trade, but because Torch Madly is still alive, the Bugle will take the point. And the Bugle go up by 2, and the score is now 2-4.
Alright. Bugles go up and score. Got it. What's a 4, right? What's a 4 look like again? I'm kidding. I know what a 4 looks like. There you go. There's your 4 and there's your 2.
Yeah, if I were a Blue Tanks fan right now, speaking of them, we have all of them in the crowd, I'd be a little mad because these two teams are very good, but I mean, they have the Bugle outnumbered. They can really do some damage. They have the advantage here. So, but the Bugle are doing pretty good so far. Their captain is not here right now, which is kind of tragic considering it's their first game. But for the odds right now, they're doing pretty decent. Springtrap is going to stay in. And here goes match 7, I'm pretty sure. Alright. Round 8 is now going to be starting. We just had Spring leave, so Chicken is filling in for him. Here we go. Bugle are 5. And the Blue Tanks, surprisingly, only have 2 tanks considering they're at home. And yeah, and they did have all odds against Bugle. But, oh, they just actually took a match. Score is now 3-5. Alright, very nice play by the tanks. We are now going to round 9. Score is 3-5. Yeah, I need to stop showing that score. Score on the bottom of the screen is the actual score. There we go. We're having a really good game so far. Hopefully the tanks don't come back and beat them. That would be very tragic. Chicken gets taken out by Torchwood, and Torchwood's going to continue to fire at Nova. Nova takes out Torchwood. It's a 1v1 between him and Madly. Madly's coming up behind him. I don't think Nova sees him. and they're fighting. Nova gets taken out by You Madly, and the score is now 6-3. They're up by 3 once again. The Bugle keep their lead. Round 10, here we go. Bugle had a pretty decent match as You Madly blindsided Media. Very nice play. Looks like the Bugle are going to be on the blank side of the arena, and Nova and Torchwood are going to meet up. Torchwood gets taken out by Nova, and he's going to quickly transition and take out You Madly. That's Nova's first ace of the game. Very nice play. Alright, we are now transitioning into match 11. Very nice play by Nova as he had his first ace of the game. And here we go. Looks like they had a little delay there. Bugle are firing at Max. And Torchwood was taken out by Nova. Max is going to come around the back. He's trapped, and You Madly is taken out by Max. The blue tanks go up by another point. The score is now 5-6. I think they can come back. Alright, here we go into round 12. The tanks are only 1 point away from tying up the game. Here we go. Max is going to take the height as the Bugle come around into the crowd side of the map. Max is going to take out Torchwood. Very clean kill, and he's going to meet up with You Madly over here. Looks like Nova's coming around the back. In case he gets taken out, You Madly takes out Max. It's just Nova, and Nova takes out You Madly. Nova ties up the game. Very nice play. That is going on a highlight reel for sure. Here we go into round 13. Who will take the lead? Will the Bugle keep their lead, or will the tanks take the lead in their own home? Here we go. Bugle are going to go on the blank side of the arena, and it kind of looks like they're going to split up there. That's not a very good idea. The tanks are kind of far away from each other too. Nova and You Madly are going to meet up on the crowd side. And You Madly gets taken out by Nova. Torchwood is still alive though. Hopefully he can keep this game going. He does a little damage to Max. And he takes out Max. It's just him and Nova. But Nova's going to take out Torchwood. The blue tanks take the lead. Sorry, my earbuds just fell out. That was very good play by Media. Now, before I say the score, I just want to let you guys know, I am a diehard Christian. So, the score is 6-7. There's currently a timeout on the field. Killing has gone AFK. We'll continue with you in a second. Alright, we are back, and the blue tanks did something really stupid. They drove a car across here and did some RDM. So they now have a 10-second penalty. Here we go. That penalty almost wrapped up immediately, but it looks like they're still staying at their base. Max heads out, and Nova heads out too. Some gunfire is taken, and Max is taken out by killing You Madly. And You Madly gets another ace, and that is a clean kill on Nova. Very good play by You Madly, and they tie up the game once again. Alright, we are now going into round 15. The score is now tied 7-7. This has been a very intense game over these last couple of matches. Here we go. Whoa. Gunfire's exchanged. No one's killed in the process, but I'm sure there's some damage done. Torchwood gets taken out by Nova. All odds are against the Bugle right now for this match. You Madly is in his base, and he's going to get flanked by both teams, or both guys. And You Madly is taken out by Nova. Very good play by the two of them. Alright, the blue tanks up by 1 point. The Bugle could tie it up again, or the tanks could take it to match point. We'll see what happens though. And the match starts. looks like the Bugle are on opposite sides. The tanks are going to split up as well. They're going to regroup, and they get caught in the middle. Killing You Madly is taken out by Nova, and the blue tanks kind of trap them in, and they take it to match point. This is their opportunity to win this entire game. Alright, here we go. The blue tanks are at match point. They win this one. They win this entire game. The first game in the BRAL ever. The Bugle are going to stay close together, and they're going to meet up with Max on the crowd side. Max is instantly taken out by Killing You Madly, and it looks like they're going to go find Nova on their side of the map. This is... Oh. Nova, it's just a 1v1 now. Nova doesn't see You Madly, though, and he gets taken out. You Madly, that should be his second or third ace of the entire game. The score is 9-8. Or actually, yeah, no, actually, yeah, so the blue tanks just lost a point. Because if you were at match point and you lose, then you actually lose the point and go down to 8. But if the blue tanks were to go back to match 8 again, and then, or to match point again, and then the Bugle also got to match point, oh look, the game's starting, then they wouldn't lose any points. You Madly's taken out by Nova. That was kind of a sneaky kill. I couldn't unfortunately get on the frame since they were so far away. And it's just Torchwood now. And Torchwood gets taken out by Max, and the Bugle take it back to match point. Alright, this is match point. The blue tanks win, they win the entire thing, but if the Bugle win, they're taking it all the way 9-9. We'll see what happens now. But this could be the end of the game. Looks like they're going to meet up on the blank side of the arena. Shots are taken. And the blue tanks win the game. The score is now 10-8. Both teams played really well, but the blue tanks got the upper hand. Very nice play by both teams. And we will now go down to the field to interview them. Yep. Alright, I'm here with the Blue Tanks captain, Nova, and the rest of his team.
Yep.
How do you guys think you did today?
Decently well. We did kind of struggle in the early game, but it was really demotivating, but we did manage to pull through, and I'm really happy about that.
Yeah, it must feel really good to have at least a decent rotation of players, even if most of them leave. Yeah. Those players will get what they deserve.
It was nice to see.
You know what I mean?
It was nice to see that our team was like dedicated to joining and actually playing. Most of them, since
right.
Most, even a few of them that didn't sign up to join, did join.
Right. Yeah, you got a human over there who well, I don't know where he is. He's in there, in the locker room, coming out of the locker room. Yeah, he just now joined the team and just now joined the game because he couldn't make it today. He will be able to make it the next game, but for Springtrap and Chicken, that might be a different story. Anyways, so what do you think of the Bugle so far? I mean, you had a full team against them, and you guys were choking in the first parts of the game.
They're really good, but they are really struggling with getting players, and honestly, that kind of makes me a little happy because with no one to fight, what's really the point of this?
They definitely did put up a fight against you guys, but also, what do you think of your home arena design?
Oh, it's really nice. It looks a lot better than the normal arena.
Yeah.
The floor especially feels really different, and the lack of like pure white makes it a lot easier to see your crosshair.
Yeah, that makes sense from a player's perspective. Well, good game today, dude. I'll see you later.